In this module, we'll focus on the Images Intelligent Guided Test feature of AX DevTools extension and its key features for the NYU instance.
To begin an image test, go to the Guided Test tab and click the plus sign next to Images to start the run.
In Step 1, choose at least one image from each group. For non-comprehensive testing, you can select only one representative image when all images in a group that serve the same function, such as dividers. Don't include images that are part of interactive elements, like buttons or links. These are tested in the Interactive Elements IGT.
Step 2 asks you to identify decorative images. These images add visual flair, but no meaningful information. Decorative images often repeat existing text, like an image next to a heading that says the same thing. In the visual example presented, the words social media in the image adds no substantial information that isn't already conveyed in the link for the article.
If an image adds no new context or is purely for visual appeal, it's also decorative. In the visual example, the background image of the Earth from space is purely for visual interest, as this is on a financial services website.
People, animals, places, or objects may also be decorative if they simply reinforce the text without adding anything new. In the visual example, imagery of graduates and wildflowers are not essential to convey for the student success and sustainability promo components. But if imagery conveys a unique message or emotional tone not found in the text, it's not decorative. The inclusion of cueing text and actions of the people in the image elevate images to not being decorative.
Step 3 asks you to select images with informative text. This means text inside the image that users are meant to read. Don't select images with incidental or background text that's not essential to the user.
Step 4 checks whether the accessible text or alt text clearly explains the image's purpose.
A good alt text description features the following. 1. It identifies the content type if it's not a typical photograph. Examples include charts, illustrations, infographics, and GIFs. 2. It includes any important text within the image if present. 3. It identifies key elements, which includes people, animals, places, or objects. 4. If key elements are identified, the description includes any relevant details about what those elements are doing or what is happening to them. Finally, it describes any visual style if it is relevant to the image or context of the image. For example, in the provided image, describe the person in focus and what they are doing. The description for the example reads, a person sits in an occupied workspace in front of their laptop with their face in their hands. The example only requires identifying key elements and describing the actions and context.
If it's a graph or chart, note the type and topic of it. Then focus on the relevant text and elements, such as labels and values of data points. The description for the example image reads, bar chart of satisfaction ratings for January through March. January, 75%. February, 85%. March, 95%. This identifies the content type, includes important text, and identifies key elements.
If the image has a strong artistic style or its visual appearance is relevant for the context, note the colors or effects. The description for the example image reads, a retouched photo with two people sitting at a table facing one another and chatting in a friendly manner with a pen and paper in front of each of them. The colors of the photo have been modified to a fluorescent spectrum of colors. All techniques but text transcription were used because there is no relevant text within the image.
That's the Images IGT. Check the sections of the AX DevTools guide for more information about other features, including the other intelligent guided tests and reporting.